Wow, so that was Jade Cocoon, story of the Tamil Mayu. Still one of the best. In retrospect, there are no bad games. In retrospect, there are no bad games.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for this emergency broadcast.
Are we live? Okay. Hello, good evening. This is Jackie Swagman reporting to you live for Retrospective News Network. We are here at the site of our first encounter with the Invaders from space. Who are they? Where do they come from? What do they want? I'm going to throw you to Benji in the studio for these answers and more.
Thank you, Jackie. Now, Space Invaders was released in 1978 by Taito. It is by far one of the most recognizable and influential games of all time. Upon its release, it had grossed $3.8 billion, easily making it the best-selling entertainment product of its era. The inspiration for the octopus-looking aliens came from the novel War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. The game was originally going to be called Space Monsters, before they changed it to Space Invaders. These days, there are hundreds of clones out there, but none will ever compare to the one, the only, Space Invaders. Let's take a look. Well, here we go. The one and only Space Invaders. So, as you can see, the goal is to shoot down the ever-encroaching or space-invading aliens before they reach the bottom of the screen. You can hide behind the shields that are at the bottom, the three shields, but they can break that away from their fire, and you can actually accidentally break it away with your fire. So be wary of that. Occasionally you will see a mothership scurrying across the top of the screen. If you're good enough and you can hit that, you will get bonus points. So you have 3 lives, but the game will end if the aliens get to the bottom of the screen and get to where your ship is. So the graphics on this one, not the best of all the versions, of course, but quite colourful. If the purple, green, you know, it definitely invokes that early Atari feel. That not even retro at this point. I guess it would be vintage, or it's like 50 years old at the moment. So yeah, but it certainly has an iconic look. Yeah, I like it. I like the graphics. So there's no music, and the sound, I mean, what can you say? It's iconic, especially if you grew up with it. It's one of those things you'll have in your head till the day you die, or get abducted by aliens. Now, as for the controls, they feel really good. Actually, it feels like it got a good sort of momentum going. I did anyway when I was playing, firing off. So when you shoot, you have to wait for your previous bullet to either exit the screen or hit a invader, or if you're really unlucky, hit your shield before you can fire off another one. So it gives it, so you can't just spam attacks and, you know, do it that way. Right, so for pricing on this one, it really depends. I've seen it go for as low as $10 for a cart and about 30 for a complete. Yeah, it's probably around that ballpark, something like that. Yeah, no, this one, I mean, what can you say? It's Space Invaders. And I was very happy to get some footage of me actually completing a level. Y'all could take away my gamer card if I didn't get that done. So there you have it, everybody. The final game in my 2600 collection, for now, Space Invaders. Now, it just goes without saying, this game, like Tetris and games like that, it's just endlessly playable. Timeless. Which makes sense because it's about 50 plus years old at this point. So, I mean, do I really have to say it? This is absolutely going to be taking up space on the shelf. Now, if you've followed my previous 13 videos, then you will know there are no bad games. And going through the 2600 collection, there's some games I wouldn't want to play again, but yeah, I wouldn't say they're bad. Kung Fu and Kangaroo. No, they're not bad. They're misunderstood. So yeah, with the close of the 2600, I'll be moving on to the Sega Master System. Next week, I'll be doing a top 3, bottom 3 for Atari, and maybe a blooper compilation too. We'll see about that. But yeah, there you go. So far, I've got one chunk of my collection down. I hope everyone's been enjoying the videos. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, and onward to the Sega Master System. See you later.